So we're continuing with our marinade for our beef here. So we put some fresh herbs, and a lot of fresh herbs can go in this one. Now what we're doing here is we're going to start to try to break down the connective tissue for your beef, so it starts the cooking before it even goes onto the grill. Now this can be done a day or so in advance. It's better to do it a day or so in advance because it starts to absorb the flavors as well, so you have a much better, nicer flavor. Now I like the flavor of hot pepper in my marinade. It always gives that kind of pickly type taste that I love so much. Guess that's the Caribbean in me, huh? So then I'm going to add some beer. Just a little bit of beer, some olive oil. Hey, there you go. Some wine. Now we're going to acidity here. We're going to use the wine for acidity right here. Some salt. Good handful of salt there. We're going to stir it. Now this can be used to marinate. It's a little bit more oil because we're going to be using the grill. Using olive oil here. Going to make sure it's nice and sealed for the grill. Just get a little taste. Just a pinch of salt. We're going to help the pepper along with some black pepper as well. You can put in all of the wine there. Oops, one thing forgot. Some garlic. Now as I said, this can be done overnight, and it should be done overnight because you get a much nicer flavor. And a little secret here, if you want to do that, put it in the refrigerator. Because of all the flavors and aromas that will come from your marinade when you put it in the refrigerator, it's good to use it in a Ziploc plastic bag. Put it in, just shake it around, and leave it for at least 24 hours. It starts to go like that. And you're ready for a barbecue. I've been noticing in recent times in the Caribbean more and more people getting into barbecue grills and barbecue pits and everything. So it's a good thing. It's a good, healthy way of cooking. It's direct flame, direct heat, as I said, so you get all the flavors of the meat as well as the smoke flavor, depending on which kind of wood you're going to use to make your fire. And you can make sure it's covered completely. Now, once that's covered completely, you're also protected from any bacteria, because once it's the presence of oil and acid, as we did in the wine and the salt, that's going to keep the bacteria away for you. So make sure it's covered completely and let it stay there, and it'll just take care of itself for a couple hours or so. The one what you're not using, you make sure you put it into the refrigerator. Keep it nice and healthy for you. Okay, so we're going to also do, as I said earlier, some grill some plantain. So just going to peel this. And some nice long, fairly thick. And this is, let me see, so I'm going to taste this. Right, this is sweet enough. So if I wouldn't want to put anything in. If you have a plantain that is not really ripe, what you can do is put in a little bit of honey or something like that, just to give it a little bit of sweetness. Our potatoes, let's check them, because remember, you're only going 3/4 of the way through. Yep, just turn the stove off on that. The water will take care of that. And we can start our grill going. Just take a peek at our puff pastry. Yep, you see it's rising nicely here. And that's what we're looking for. A nice rise going on, and the flake that will come once the moisture dries away from it. So that's going nice. It's going well. And we're going to get our potatoes off. Just take the water off that. And we're going to start with our beef. Now we're going to put our beef on now, because what we're going to do is actually finish it if you want. If you are in a rush for time or something, you can actually finish it in the oven. In the oven, yes, that's right. You can smell the flavors again that comes with this. Now, when you put your beef on, just leave it be for a little while until it starts to seal. And you can have your plantain as well going. And while all this is happening, we'll start to prepare our potatoes. To keep it fun, you know what we're going to do as well? Let's get to keep it fun and keep it really healthy. You're going to get some sweet pepper as well, some bell peppers, and we're going to grill these as well. So what we're going to do is cut it into 3 or 4 pieces. And these can go right into here as well. That's all right. And we're going to get some onion. So we're going to grill our vegetables to go with our steak. You just put it here to get some of the oil on there for when we're going to put it on the grill. Now we're going to take our potatoes as well. Get this in. Take the water off. Here you go, just about 3/4 of the way through. And these now we're going to do a treatment with as well. Put them in there. Now put them on the grill, so you have to put some sort of fat there. Some pepper. Some pinch of salt. And just some chopped parsley I'm going to use for this. Again, this can be done the day before if you want, and put it in the refrigerator so that the potatoes start to get all the flavors. Just put it on there. Maybe 2 more. You may get some friends coming over, so there. A little more oil. And these are all ready for the grill as well. So, we have those ready. Now we come back to our meat. Give a turn. Now, the secret in good grilling is trying not to do too much moving around the meat. What you do is, if you're going to move your meat around too much, you tend to cool it a bit, and that causes the moisture to come out. So you want your juices to remain in the product, in your meat as long as possible. So you try to resist the temptation of turning and tossing and that tends to toughen your meat a bit once you're grilling, or any type of cooking for that matter. Now, the other important is the use of your grill, the heat on your grill. You try to make sure you